Page 221 of your student journal, section 8.2, measuring and constructing segments. How can you measure and construct a line segment? The really short answer to this is use a ruler. That's it. We're going to skip a bunch of other stuff, but use a ruler. That's kind of obvious. Ruler postulate. All this is to say the distance between 2 points, written as AB, is the absolute value of the difference of the coordinates of A and B. So another way of saying this is to find out how far something is from something else, just count. At least in this segment. The next section we're going to be using the distance formula, which just a little more technical. Congruent segments, line segments that have the same length are called congruent segments. You can say the length of AB is equal to the length of CD. So this is referring specifically to these two segments. And the reason why you can say they are congruent is because you have the symbol right here. That's what's very important. When you have two segments or any number of segments with the same number of symbols, so here that's just one congruent symbol, that means they are the same. If I drew a third line that was like this, but I did not mark it with that, so it's A, B, C, D, E, F. So here you could say, oh, AB is congruent to CD, which is fair. Now EF looks congruent, but it might just be like a smidgen longer or a smidgen shorter. But if you don't have the symbol, then you cannot say that they are the same. However, if I even go like this, let's see here, and then I mark it with this symbol, then now I can say all three of these segments are congruent. Let's see here. Lengths are equal, so length is referring to the specific or let's say this is 1 point, or let's just say this is 2 inches, and we'll say this is also 2 inches, and that was also 2 inches, and this we don't know about. So if they have the same lengths, then you could say the lengths are equal. But segments, which is when you write it out with the actual symbol, are congruent. So the congruent symbol is an equal sign with this squiggly on top of it, and that means congruent. Congruent is, sorry, I don't even know if I explained that one yet. Congruent basically just means same or equal, or yeah, same or equal. At least that's the concept it conveys. Like, it's basically the equal sign for geometry. Okay, segment addition postulate. If B is between A and C, then AB plus BC equals AC. So basically this is saying, if you have a segment, you can break it up into two pieces. And how do you find the total? So let's say this is section AB is 1 inch and section BC is ½ an inch. How do you get the total? You add. That's it. AB plus BC equals 1.5. In this example, it's just some random example. How would you put that to use? So let's go into these examples. Plot the points in the coordinate plane, -5, 5. So let's see, my x value's got to go down to -5 and up to 2. And then my y value's got to go up to +5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down to -4. Okay. I think something like this will be alright. So I have +1, 2, +1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -5, 5. So this is A, -2, 5. This is B. So it says plot the points, then determine whether AB and CD, segment AB, sorry, segment, so that means I have to connect the dots. 2, -4, 1, 2, 3, 4. C, and -1, -4. D. So again, like I said, we literally just have to count the number of units. So AB is 1, 2, 3 squares or units, and CD is 1, or DC is also 3. So yes, if they both have the same number of units, they are congruent. The segments are congruent because they're both length 3. You do that the same for 2 and 3. It's honestly just counting. If you have a segment like this, So how many units is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's just to show you how to count. You're counting up or down, it doesn't matter. You're just counting the number of squares, really. If they're the same, they're congruent. If they're not the same, they are not congruent. That's it. Number 4. So again, this is just like 2 small pieces added up equal a big piece. So our small piece we don't know. We could call it x. X plus 8 equals 31. So then whatever you get, that's how the length of VW. So you just subtract 8. 6 plus VW equals 18. And 45 plus 30 equals VW. So you literally just have to add 45 and 30. Okay. Bookstore and a movie theater are 6 kilometers apart along the same street. Bookstore, movie theater, 6. A florist is located between, of course, the florist is 2.5 kilometers from the theater. So between florist, 2.5. So you have to find this part. It's set up just like this. All right, guys. I hope that was super simple. It's a lot of addition, a lot of counting. So that's section 8.2 of your student journal. If you have any questions still, make sure you ask your teacher or let me know, and we'll get those addressed.